Hey there everyone, so it's Yat Kean here from Trend Ground. Now in this review video, we are going to be focusing on this TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G. Now in my first impression, the unboxing quick impression video, I mentioned that this device is truly an affordable smartphone that comes with a stylus. Yeah, there's a stylus. So you need to use the case here, okay? So let me just pull out the stylus for you to see. Yeah, you have a stylus over here. And is it just offering that or could it be more? So in this video, we are going to find out more. So let's go. And we are going to start off with the design for the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G. So the color for my review unit here is the moon gray, and the finishing according to TCL is using a 2D basalt fiber back cover, which actually provides a really nice frosted matte finishing onto it. Yeah, it looks really good, and there's actually some pattern on the back cover as well. You saw it? Yeah, it looks really amazing. And also the circular camera bump here is huge enough to make it very recognizable. It's TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G. It doesn't exudes the similar vibes to the competition, so that is a good point on the design area. And also the device here is only just weighed at 196 grams, so that is truly amazing. On to the next one. So the display here is a 6.8 inches. Yeah, that's the screen size. So if you're looking for a large screen with anti-glare, paper-like feel display, this is a really good choice for you to purchase. And we are going to check out the rest of the device design. So at the bottom, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Hold on, just turn on the flash. So as you can see, you have your audio jack here, USB Type-C charging port, a speaker grill, and on the right side you have this NXTPAPER Key, power button, fingerprint scanner, volume rocker. So on the top there's nothing much, but on the left side you have your SIM card tray. Yeah, basically design overall wise, in terms of ergonomic usage, they actually feel nice, okay, not bad, but it's a little bit too sharp-ish if you ask me. Yeah, it's totally flat profile on this device. Yeah, that's the design part for the TCL device. Next up, I think we focus on to the display. So as I mentioned, it's a 6.8 inches display. In terms of the resolution, is Full HD plus 1080 by 2460 pixel, and it has 396 ppi, and the refresh rate here is 120 Hz refresh rate. So basically you do have a really smooth scrolling effect over here. Now because I'm shooting in 30 frames per second, you won't be able to see how smooth is the device is, but trust me, it's really good. And in terms of the brightness, it peaks out at 550 nits. It's quite good enough for your day-to-day usage, and even at outdoor as well. Why? Now because it has the anti-glare material. So if you really see, check it out, you do not see any glare when I shift the display away. So that is a really good point. But the display also has another new feature, which is this year the addition of NXTPAPER Key. So why they add NXTPAPER Key is because now they are allowing you to switch your display mode with just a single button. Okay, so you have three modes. You have the max ink mode, ink paper mode, color paper mode. Okay, now color paper mode, you have just watched. It's just the basic normal display in colors. So you can go into ink paper mode. You just enter it. Bam. Yeah, they will play an animation onto it. And voila, you do able to see now it's totally changed a lot. Okay, so I try to open Chrome and open my website for you to check it out. So as you can see, this is it. This is how it looks like. And if you want to go back to your color mode, now there's one thing about this NXTPAPER Key is that you can't switch to the max ink mode. You need to switch back to the color mode. Okay. So as you can see, you need to switch back to the color mode. Okay. You saw the difference, right? In the ink paper mode. So now I'm going for the max ink mode. So in the max ink mode, there will be certain apps are not going to be support. And in this mode, you will also save a lot of your battery life as well, according to TCL claims. Okay, but yes, I do feel it's going to save a lot because it doesn't operate on all the apps. Okay, so again, if you want any additional apps, so you can actually go and add it up here. You can add back Chrome here. Okay, so as you can see, looks good. So if you are doing a lot of reading wise, it's really good to have this NXTPAPER Key allowing you to change the display moods. One more thing about the device I need you to know, okay, before we going for the stylus, okay, so actually the glass is a 2.5D. If you actually look at the corner edge, yes, actually slight curvature onto it, just very slight. So this is something for you to take note on. And as I mentioned in the unboxing and also the quick impression, you do have the stylus included in the box. So I'm going to open J Notes over here. So basically this app is for you to do all your notings. Okay, so you have to go and pay it, but you can still do your own documentation. Okay, so this is my previous, so I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm quite surprised that the responsive on this stylus with the display here is quite good as well. So let me just go and write hi. Check it out. You don't really actually notice the lagginess. Okay, not bad. You will notice the lagginess if you are writing very fast. As just now I shown to you, you will do able to notice it. So just take note on that. But nonetheless, being an affordable device and comes with the stylus, I don't think you can complain too much on this device. And stylus wise, it feels a little bit small. Okay, if you are looking for a stylus that is a little bit bigger, then unfortunately this doesn't give that kind of feeling onto it, but it's meant to be compact and carry along with the official case as well. Okay, so the stylus is called T-Pen. Okay, you have to remember that as well. So it's just slot in onto the official case, just like that. Bam. So for the Malaysia market, you will be getting the official case and the T-Pen together. Next up, I think we go over to the speaker department. Okay, so I'm gonna play the video later on, So a little bit details on the speakers here. It has a stereo speakers over here. They sounded very loud, but the audio quality, to be honest, it sounds a little bit hollow for my liking. I'll just rate it at just average for the speakers over here. Okay, yeah. So you going to listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna remove my mic right now, and I'm going to put it just in the middle of the phone. That, and let's play the video. I'm gonna put the volume into the maximum. So this is the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G, and we are trying out Genshin Impact. So these are the settings I would highly recommend you to go for if you want the highest frame rate. Alright, so let's go into a battle. As you can hear from the audio quality, yeah, I think there is some room to be improved, but for sure it's pretty loud. Now let us go and head over to the performance side for the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G. Powering it is the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 chipset over here, and is being paired along with 8 gigs of RAM. And for the Malaysian market, we only come in one variant, 8 gigs of RAM with 512 gigabytes of internal storage, which is quite good, being for users who download a lot of apps, photos, videos onto their device. You have a large storage here, means you can own this device a little bit more longer. Yeah. Alright, and also the operating software here is the Android 14, and you have virtual RAM as well, so it maxes out at 8 gigs of RAM. Not bad, to be honest. Yeah, basically, I would say the performance here is going to be sufficient enough for your day-to-day tasks. You won't feel any lagginess. The only thing you are going to find is going to be struggling is when you are requiring it to play heavy game titles like Genshin Impact, or maybe rendering 4K videos on this device via CapCut or other video editing app. I think that you will notice some struggles onto it. Yeah, but if you are willing to be happy with playing with the lower settings, and maybe you just rendering more videos in 1080p or 720p at 30 frames per second, I think this device is sufficient enough to go through all your demanding tasks. So I also need you guys to aware of this as well. This is from the TCL Malaysia website. It's stated that the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G over here, it will get upgradable up to Android 16 with an asterisk over there, and security update support until the March 2029. So according to them, the frequency of security updates is going to be quarterly. So that means every 3 months you should be getting some updates onto your device. So if you are the owner, please take note on that. And I'm not sure whether how true is it. We'll see how it goes. On to the next one. Let's talk about the cameras on this device. So for the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G, the rear cameras, it has a triple camera setup featuring a 108 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. Okay, and over onto the front, you have a 32 megapixel selfie shooter over here. So if you ask me about the photos that has been produced from the cameras here, they look okay for a mid-range device. I wouldn't say it's going to be mind-blowing or whatsoever, but it's going to be sufficient enough for your social media posting. And I do notice the colors here are a little bit saturated and contrasty as well, and the tones are a little bit warm as well. So if you are going to snap a lot of photos, do anticipate about that. And the dynamic range here is also actually quite good as well. for a mid-range device, I find it's looking quite fantastic as well, quite impressed as well. But then again, the device is going to be suffering in low light condition, so it's best you just shoot in better lighting condition. And for the 2 megapixel macro camera, I think let's not go over there. Why use a 2 megapixel macro camera when you have an 108 megapixel main camera which you can capture in full detail, and then you just do a zoom crop which produces better looking photos than the macro camera. For video recording, the device is able to record up to 1080p 30 frames per second. So if you're planning to shoot 60 frames per second on this device, unfortunately it can't do it on the camera menu app. Yeah, so take note on that. But the video quality wise, in 1080p 30 frames per second, they actually look good, especially coming from the main camera. But if you're shooting with the ultra wide camera, I would say, yeah, it's going to be losing some details. And in low light situation, it's best you just turn on the flash to help assist with the video quality. Now for the selfie camera, you're also just able to shoot up to 1080p 30 frames per second. Again, not bad. The selfie camera actually looks good despite just recording in 1080p 30 frames per second. But same like the other cameras, if you are going to shoot in low light condition, just make sure to have a lighting equipment to assist you to enhance the video quality. Now this video is being recorded with the front-facing camera on the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G in 1080p 30 frames per second. So this is the video quality. What do you think about it? For me, I think the front-facing camera, it is a little bit too zoom in. Yes, so hence I'm actually stretching my hand quite wide in order to get myself and my shoulder, my head in the frame. On to the next one, I think we should cover the battery performance. Now, the battery here is actually 5010 milliamp battery, and it supports 33 watt fast charging as well. If you ask me, the battery life here is quite good. You will anticipate at the very least a day of usage, depending on how you use it. If you are a light user, it is possible to last you at least 1.5 days as well. So that is something truly incredible. And if you are using the max ink mode, according to TCL, in the max ink mode, you can have the battery life up to 26 days. Yes, 26 days. So we have reached to the final point for the review of this TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G. So the question is still remain, is it just an affordable device that comes with a stylus, or perhaps it could be even more? I felt it could be even more. With the performance here, actually the device is actually not too bad being for a mid-range entry-level smartphone. There is some performance onto it, but if you are going to be anticipating to push it like heavy game titles, or doing a lot of rendering works, or anticipating this device to have like amazing cameras to shoot content, then unfortunately I wouldn't say this is the device for you. But it's mostly for those people who are tempting to use their smartphone for their general usage purpose, like reading articles, jotting down notes, you know, or maybe sometimes they have like some creativity flair onto it. They need the stylus and they just want to draw on their smartphone. Yeah, this is actually one of a really great perfect devices as well. But the key selling point for sure on this device is the NXTPAPER Key as well, which offers the ink mode, max ink mode, and also the color mode as well, allowing the users to choose the display mode is actually quite mind-blowing as well. And I don't think a lot of manufacturers in the market is going to be offering you this similar feature. So you only can get it on with the TCL devices here. But I do wish that they really going to be releasing a flagship device on their TCL smartphone devices, because I felt like there is always enough room for them to explore the flagship devices with such amazing features it's offering. And for the Malaysian market, it's actually priced at 1,199 ringgit Malaysia. Comes with the flip cover case and also the T pen. I think that is a really good pricing over here. But I felt like most users, they always constantly finding something to nitpick with, and I think most of the time it's all about the performances. Meanwhile, the cameras, yes, I do believe there's also room to be improved, but I don't think it's going to be requiring a lot of major upgrades onto it. But definitely, I would be looking forward for TCL to, you know, keep delivering impressive smartphones for their users. And not bad. If in terms of recommendation, I would generally say this device is best for the university students, the adult people, you know. Sometimes they just want to have that stylus to write something, to jot something. And also for those who are doing like maybe delivery riders, because having that anti-glare display here, man, game changer, really really good. Yeah, and not to forget the 5010 milliamp battery here is quite impressive as well, delivering quite impressive all day battery life for the users. Yeah, so that's the recommendation. And another thing to recommend is you should be outright go and buy it, keep it in your buying list or forget about it. I'll say just keep it in your buying list. And also for those who have like the budget around 1,000 to 1,500 ringgit Malaysia, then this is definitely one of the device is easy to recommend you to go and get it. Yeah, so that's the recommendation. And meanwhile, what about the ratings? Ratings, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Definitely there's a lot of potential for the device to keep improve. So yeah, I hope TCL are watching and keep improving their devices. But for now, this device I think is actually quite good for some of the users who are actually looking for an mid-range entry-level smartphone. That's it. Okay, so Yat Kean here from Trendground. I think I'm gonna end the video over here. I think it's already too long for you folks as well. With that, I think I'm gonna bow out and give my gratitude to you to watch until the video until to the end point here. So if you're still new to the YouTube channel, please go ahead, go and subscribe to it. Follow us on the social media account. And last but not least, head to the website, go and read all the news articles, okay? Please, it really takes up a lot of my time to like writing articles and also creating video content for you, okay? With that, I think I'm gonna sign off, okay? And I'll catch you guys on the next content. Bye.